And then I guess does PSL want to speak?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have PSL speak, and then Reverend Hughes, do you want to help us get into the Capitol, or do you want to say anything before we do that?
I'll say something.
Okay.
My name's Ryan. I'm an organizer at the Party for Socialism and Liberation. I want to thank the organizers of the Poor People's Campaign and also all the poor people that came out today. We're here today because fighting poverty, racism, war, and environmental destruction are non-negotiable issues.
Yeah!
As this legislative session begins, we want to be clear about something. We are not waiting on elected officials to make the changes we need. We are getting organized and fighting together for our needs, with or without politicians. We don't have a year, or 2 years, or 10 years for people to come into office who are going to lead the way for us. These dream politicians simply do not exist. We need to build a movement of working and oppressed people that will fight for ourselves and each other, that has the power to make changes without begging someone who is in an elected position. The people have the power, the people know what we need, and the people are the drivers of progress. I want to talk to you all about a very important campaign that is happening right now. I'm grateful to the Poor People's Campaign for letting us come here to talk about this. We in the PSL are working with Colorado Homes for All to advance the struggle for housing justice in Colorado. Right now, 1 in 4 Colorado renters spends more than half of their income on housing, and rents are only going up. It is currently illegal to limit how much a landlord can increase rent year to year. That's rent control. So if landlords get an opportunity to redevelop our homes for luxury housing, or if a light rail stop opens near us, they have free reign to jack up the rent beyond our breaking point and force us to find shelter elsewhere. Worse yet, Colorado renters have some of the poorest protections in the country. There are basic conditions landlords are supposed to meet that qualify our homes as habitable or safe, but the legal requirements are spotty and poorly guaranteed. Mold isn't even covered under these laws. For things considered vital like heat and water outages, infestations, sewage backups, landlords have no defined period in which they are required to respond to urgent maintenance issues. This means that people are forced to live with horrible conditions for months on end with no response from the landlord. Further, the law assumes the goodwill of the landlord who hikes rents or evicts tenants who make complaints or try to organize with their neighbors for better conditions. This forces tenants to put up with unsafe conditions or risk having to search for another place to live in a market where affordable housing is extremely scarce. These are all things we can change, and we must change. Through the hard work of tenants and organizers led by working class women, 2 bills have been introduced that would 1, lift the ban on rent control, and 2, expand the rights of renters to safe conditions and protect our rights to file complaints and organize with each other without fear of retaliation or eviction. We need to win these games, and right now it's at the hands of the people who claim to represent us. What we are asking for is people to sign their support and to show up to a rally on the 26th to show that these are things we, the people, need, and we are willing to fight for them. You can also find us on Facebook. We also have a study group coming up on the 18th. We'll be at the MLK Parade. We'll also be at the Women's March. Let's win these gains, but let's not stop there. We can carry this momentum forward into a movement that doesn't stop with reforms, but fights for a future where basic things like shelter, food, healthcare, and education are not in question, are not things we constantly have to fight for, but are guarantees. If you want to learn more about the Party for Socialism and Liberation or this campaign, please find me or another organizer. We are here today with petitions. We need your signatures, and we need you in the struggle going forward. Thank you.